5 in Houston, had his best game of the playoffs. T-Mac working on Fisher again. Tracy, nice pass to Hayes. Missed it, tipped in by Yao Ming. Oh, no. It was disallowed. Offensive goaltending called on Yao.
Yeah, I don't know. That ball was definitely coming off the rim, but Yao played above the rim. That time it might have been still in the cylinder.
Good execution, bad call.
Kirilenko slips in the back door. You know, Jerry Sloan has called a backdoor play the last 4 possessions coming out of timeouts or starting quarters in the last 2 games.
And notice it was for Kirilenko trying to get him going in this game. They really need him to play well if they're going to have a chance.
He played his best game in Game 5, but it wasn't enough. Yao has it inside for 2.
And Yao with the deep low post position again against Boozer. Once he get it, that's the whole key. If he can get deep low post position, he'll shoot a great percentage from the field.
And his teammates have got to give him the ball on time when he needs it.
Absolutely.
Kicked out of bounds by the Jazz. Well, you're going to have to shoot through the smog here, at least in the first quarter. There's Jerry Sloan, 19 years. In terms of tenure with the same team, he is number 1 in professional sports. And there's his sensational record. Knocked out of bounds by Fisher. Fisher was arguing that call back in Houston. He thought that maybe he was fouled in that last play, that Chuck Hayes was able to draw the charge. And then after looking at the tapes, he said, no, maybe Hayes got there in time. There's a turnover. Okur misses. Long rebound, and Hayes saves it. Back inside to Kirilenko. My goodness, never save the ball
by your basket. Yeah. If you do, throw it as far away from your basket as you can.
Throw it out.
Duncan uses.
Yes.
Boozer picked up on the double team to Kirilenko. Working on McGrady. Boozer with a fall away over Yao. Missed it. Yao will, if Boozer doesn't get enough distance away from Yao Ming, Yao does bother him when he reaches. Yao, baseline hook, got it. So Yao Ming off to a terrific start. In fact, he has all 6 Houston points.
The Jazz have done an excellent job of putting pressure on the passers, though, making each pass difficult.
A hand check? Fisher hand checking?
Twice.
4 seconds on the shot clock now for the Rockets. So when they get it in, they've got to get it in to a shooter.
Why not go straight inside to Yao? Let him go to work.
Why not give it to McGrady for a 3?
Good option.
Yeah, and he shot that right in front of us, and it came off his hand really weird, but still went in. When you're a shooter and you shoot it bad and it still goes in,
that's a good sign.
That's a good sign.
Okur on the perimeter now. Rockets with a 3-point lead, and Hayes knocks it away. So that a lot of hand checking and a lot of physicality on the ball here early in the game.
Well, take a look at the 3-point shooting for the series. You see, for the Rockets, games 1 through 4, pathetic. Game 5, very high. But getting back to your point, Bill, the physicality on that backdoor play by Williams, players got to adjust to that. If they're going to let him play, be ready for it.
Jazz scoring a lot of inbound plays, don't they? McGrady. Back to Alston. Alston goes around Boozer. Took a little trip through the lane. Nobody guarded him. Now he got open from 15 and missed the shot. Hayes got it back. Press 24. Alston won't take but a couple of seconds, and he hits a 3 right for Alston. And the Rockets now have hit back-to-back 3-pointers to lead it by 4.
It was in a backup role with Detroit. He was backing up Big Ben Wallace.
Yao needs
another turnover. This is not good. This is not a good trend for the Rockets.
Yao needs to shoot that ball. Chuck Hayes can get it off the rim if he wants, but Yao needs to shoot it.
Boozer taking it inside for 2. Well, the Rockets have 5 turnovers, and they've converted for 8 points off the 5 Houston turnovers, and need I say more? That's 8 of their 14.
Good point,
Houston turnovers.
You're trying to win on the road. That's not what you like to do.
Double team on T-Mac. Battier passed up the 3. Looking to Yao. 5 on the shot clock. Yao takes it to the middle. He's called for traveling. Well, again, after the Rockets do a pretty good job of getting off to a good start, they look a little out of sync again. It's just like this crowd takes them right out of the game. That's 3 team fouls on the Jazz, 2 on the Rockets.
Saw that bench production. Now Luther Head in the game. He needs to get hot.
And Juwan Howard. T-Mac? Yes. So Tracy with 5 and Yao with 6. By the one-arm rebound. Luther back to Rafer. Luther Head is open. Luther Head hits. All right. I think those 2 threes he made in the fourth quarter of Game 5 have got him going, fellas. Guarded by Juwan Howard. Boozer taking it in on Mutombo. Mutombo did not get there in time. Boozer really does a good job of sealing his man off.
With that big body of his, he puts that weight on you, and you're going to move, and he's a great finisher around the basket.
Yeah, not only is he strong, but he's also very quick. He doesn't waste much time.
McGrady gets a step on Giricek, sets up Luther Head. Luther passes back to McGrady for the short jumper, and he missed it. And T-Mac gets it right back, goes up with a 15-footer. That's way short. Game stays tied at 18. That's what impressed me about San Antonio last night. They made Iverson really work, and he had trouble scoring, and that's what you do. Under a minute now, left to play in the quarter, and T-Mac takes it right to Giricek.
That's what he has to do. Don't be passive. If you're aggressive, if you don't make that, at least you get the foul.
Brady, 7 seconds. Down to 6. Down to 5. T-Mac to the rack, put it up and in. Back quickly down the other end. 1 second left. Darren Williams gets the shot off and misses. Hey, fellas, the Rockets have a lead at the end of a quarter in Salt Lake City. It's Houston 22 and the Jazz 20. Rockets up by 2, only the second time they've led after a quarter here.
T-Mac started off by knocking down a 3, and then he started taking the ball to the basket. Now, you got to have your best player get you off to a great start, and that's what T-Mac has done. With Giricek on him, Giricek has been playing him very well this season, but T-Mac, look at that. Looked like an and one, didn't get the call, but 10 points, 5 rebounds already. Great start for T-Mac now. His teammates have got to continue that momentum here in the second quarter.
There's a miss by Fisher, and Juwan corrals the rebound. He has been so active. Now to Yao Ming again. He's got Collins behind him. Rafer's open. Rafer hits. Boy, great pass from Yao Ming on the inside out.
And that's the open jump shot you've got to make if you're going to win a game on the road to close out.
Exactly. What that does is it gives Yao more room to operate the next time he receives the ball.
First time the Rockets have had this big a lead in Salt Lake. They're up by 5, and Jerry Sloan calls a timeout. Takes it inside to Kirilenko. Now, that's a great matchup. I wondered why it took him so long to find it.
Kirilenko against Luther Head.
Yeah.
About a 7-inch height advantage for Kirilenko, and they used it to their advantage.
Took them a while to find it, but that timeout, they went right to it after the timeout.
Yao working on Millsap. Back outside. Yao wants it back. Oh, instead to Luther. 5 seconds on the shot clock, and Luther throws it away.
Millsap is so quick, they really got to improve their angles for the low post.
Rock inside, and Yao's got it to Rafer. It's off to the races. Juwan's the trailer, and he takes it up and in.
Very well run fast break that time by Rafer. He knew he wasn't going to get it all the way by himself, and he waited for Juwan to join the play.
That'll be Luther Head again. Handling the basketball, looking for McGrady, T-Mac, and Kirilenko. T-Mac steps back, fires, hits. Tracy McGrady, 5 for 9. 6 rebounds, 12 points, and the Rockets with their biggest lead of the game.
And I see a lot of confidence out on the floor by the Houston Rockets.
Yep.
They're getting the shot they want, and they're making them.
Taking it in, Millsap. Oh, what a shot by Paul Millsap. Tell me you meant it.
Sometimes you get lucky. He's a good-looking rookie.
And Kirilenko grabs McGrady around the waist.
Here's Millsap on the other end. This is quite an athletic move. 2 dribbles and a hang in the air off the glass. Look at, he's excited. He's trying to get his team going. Now the Jazz are 4 of their last 12 from the field. That's why the Rockets have been able to push this lead up.